All right, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, we're talking about a new mounting system and a new light from my buddies at KOM Cycling. But before we get into today's video, if you're new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon right next to that. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of this awesome cycling content on this channel. So you might be looking at the front of the gravel bike and be like, it looks like just a mount. You just have a bunch of stuff on there, and that's one of the cool things I really like about this. So KOM Cycling reached out to me, and they had a brand new lineup of pretty much quick release mount and a quick release light setup that they asked if I wanted to test out. And of course I said, heck yeah, I want to test that out. So first thing they sent me was, of course, the mount here itself. So the mount, honestly, it looks about the same as a normal out front computer mount. Kind of my initial thought, looked about the same. The difference with this mount is that it has both mount on the bottom, which is a male adapter, and then your normal female adapter on the top for your computers. So it has essentially a female and a male of kind of your normal computer mount style, Garmin, Wahoo, whatever, kind of that same style mount. So of course you can put your computer up on top. That's what it's for, right? Out front computer mount. But then included in here, it actually has a separate little mount here. You can kind of see the little red mount there. So what this little mount does, it pretty much will click into here, twist lock into it. I'm not going to twist lock because it's very hard to get off. There's nothing attached to it, but it twist locks in there nice and secure. Like I said, it is tough to get off, and then allows you to attach anything with that GoPro 3-finger mount. So you can use a GoPro plugged in here. You use a light plugged in here. And what this does is let you remove and install it easily. And that's kind of something that's, I find, especially as a content creator, is pretty nice to be able to use. I've had to come up with different solutions over the years in order to get the camera on and off in the same position every single time. And having this little mount that just twists right into here, unassuming, it's just there. You can tell that it's red, but then once you're done using it, you just grab onto whatever it is and twist. Like I said, it's hard when there's nothing on there for leverage. And you just twist and off it comes. You can take it, go plug it into your computer, charge it, plug it into the wall, whatever you gotta do, take it with you to the grocery store. Nice and easy, quick release mount. Quick release mount versus having to unscrew the pin every time, or having to, whatever you have to do, or leaving it on there, potentially get it stolen. Kind of nice to have this little tiny mount here. And what this mount really goes along with is their new quick release lights here. So I've shown some similar to these on the channel before. So essentially what they have is a male adapter on the bottom and then a female adapter on the top. So if you wanted to, you could run this up on top of your handlebars, just like so, and it would twist in and it would lock in place right there. You could do that if you wanted to, and then mount your computer up on top, and that would work perfectly fine. You could do that in any style mount that has kind of a Garmin adapter. No problem at all. What this allows you to do with this specific mount, though, with that female adapter, is you can come underneath and lock that guy in underneath your computer mount. And it's really hard to see the computer mount because it's hidden so well behind the arrow bar here, but it is there. And you can have that tucked right in underneath there, mount your computer right on top so you don't have increased stack up here with your computer. Keeps that nice, keeps your light underneath, and you can still have that mount underneath there. So you can still mount that quick release mount if you wanted to mount that on there. So you had a GoPro, or you wanted another light or something along those lines. In my case, I have this other dash cam camera here, and I can just twist that on. I can run my computer, a light, and my camera all on the same mount. Kind of cool. I don't think I've ever been able to stack that much onto one single mount before, but that is awesome. And I've taken this is on my gravel bike. I've taken this on some solid gravel roads and some techie descents where it rattles the heck out of the bike. And the worst that's happened is this light has smacked the arrow bar right here. It just goes and smacks that arrow bar, and that's just my thing there. So it really doesn't move much at all. It's not going to bend itself down, pull itself down. With the mounting style, with just the clamp on the handlebars, with that tight, it doesn't move no matter what you put on here. So it's a really nice, really secure mount there. So we'll go ahead, pop this stuff off there. So I like the mount. Mount works really, really good. Like it a lot. So let's talk more about the light here. So this is their first light they came out with here. This is the 1000 lumen light here. So I've reviewed tons of 1000 lumen lights on this channel. That's seems like the standard everybody goes by. You need a 1000 lumen light to see it dark, see it at night. Cool, works for me. I personally don't ride at night that much. Not really my forte. I don't like riding at night. I ride during the day. So for me, I run this kind of as a daytime running light with the flashing mode to get people's attention, to let them know, hey, yeah, there's a dummy on a bike right there. Don't hit him. So that's what I do for myself. So this guy works really good. So like I said, multiple configurations with quick release. Put it wherever you want. Whether you have this mounting set up, you can mount it underneath, or you put it on top. You can put it wherever you want. Really good there. 1,000 lumens. And then one of the big things that's different about this is the front of the light here. So the front of the light is you can actually change the angle of it. So most lights, you're stuck with them just being straight, essentially how you are. This guy, you can do 1 click down, 2 click down, 3 click down. You can change that by up to 30 degrees just by clicking that down, which in my case with this arrow bar actually gets it low enough underneath this handlebar that it works while still not blinding people. Because again, I mainly use this as a daytime running light, so it doesn't get in people's eyes. It shines still in front of me. People can see it still, and it aims down at the road. So if you were riding at night, you're getting a visibility of the road, not the car in front of you. You're getting visibility of the road, and you can angle that however you would like to, however it fits on your specific bike. Kind of cool. I like the different angles on here. That's probably one of the most unique features about this is the angled head on there. And like I said, I generally run this angled. You can actually see you can actually see the number of times. It's very hard to see, but you can see where it's hit the arrow bar here as it's been on there. You can't see it on the arrow bar, but you can see the little marks on here from it whacking into it. But that's a really cool feature. Something you don't see on anything. I don't think I've ever seen that on another light before. Kind of cool that's a feature there. This guy here, so you have how many modes are there? There are 6 modes on this guy. So you have, so on the side is your button. You can turn that on with the blue button. You have your low, medium, high. Then you have your low flash right there, which is pretty much what I run it on for a daytime running light, is that guy. Then you have an SOS flash, which kind of is SOS to get people's attention. Okay, cool. And you have your daytime flash right here. Now the daytime flash, in my opinion, is a little, I mean, it works, but that's a little excessive for me. I don't really need that, I feel like. So the daytime flash, you get by far the most runtime out of it. You get up to 24 hours out of this guy, and it's 600 lumens is what it's flashing out at. Pretty crazy. For me, I use a low flash, which goes 600 to 300. You get 10 hours out of that, and I could say that's pretty accurate for how I've ridden with this guy on here. This is USB-C rechargeable. Thank goodness people keep doing USB-C. It makes it super fast to recharge and get back out on your bike. So in the box, they do include the ability to swap out the mounts. So these are Garmin that come on it originally. You can swap them out to Wahoo, both sides. So you can have Wahoo on the bottom, Wahoo on the top. Comes with all that included in here. Comes with all the Allen keys you need in order to pull all the Allen bolts off of there, so you can get that set. And then it comes with a strap as well if you want to strap it to your handlebar so it doesn't fall off. I have not personally been concerned with that, so I just run it as is. I have not been concerned with it falling off at all. All right, so it's time to show you what this thing looks like at night. So we'll go ahead, turn this guy on, push and hold that button. Blue light turns on. That is our low mode right there. We just have it aimed straight ahead of us. There's our low. There's our medium. And there's our high, our full 1,000 lumens right there. Then we got our flash right there. You have that one there. As you can tell, some of these are a little bit more aggressive than others. I mean, they would definitely get someone's attention. And there is our daytime flash right there. So in my opinion, that's a little aggressive for a daytime flash. So that's why I don't run that one. That's why I run just the normal flash. That one right there. It keeps the light on without being an excessive amount of brightness all at once, but still having that flash to it. So that's the one I like to ride personally. But realistically, this thing is pretty bright. It has a very wide beam. It doesn't have a cutoff on the top, of course, so it doesn't cut off up here. So that's kind of where part of this, the angle comes in, so you can angle it down towards the road more, and you can see more on what's on the ground versus kind of what's straight in front of you. Keep it out of people's eyes. If we angle it all the way down and we're holding this level, we're aimed at my work stand right now, my bike stand. So it aims down quite a bit. And then, of course, we go up one click. We're aimed more at the handlebar bag. Go up one more. We're aimed at the, essentially, that top bar on my work stand. And if we go up one more, we're essentially aimed at the bikes behind it. So, pretty good angle adjustment on there. I feel like that kind of makes up for not having the cutoff on there because you can adjust that angle down so it it's not blaring right at other people's faces as you're riding into them. So I personally really like this setup from KOM, the quick release mounts. Kind of feel like people should have gone this way a long time ago, but this works really good. I've run multiple of these out front computer mounts in the past, and I've always had to finagle something for the bottom. I've always had to make something work, especially as a content creator, trying to mount a GoPro or a camera underneath and having to kind of jimmy rig some sort of GoPro adapter so I can hang stuff on there. This guy makes it really easy with just this little quick release adapter here that can go right on there. You can use a GoPro. You can just click anything on with a female adapter. In this case, I unscrewed the male adapter that was on here and put a female adapter on here. That way I can use this on this, and it works perfectly fine. It works great, by the way. So it's able to do this, no problem. You can mount this guy, no problem. This thing puts out plenty of light that you're not going to have any issues. They also are coming out with, I believe it's a 350 lumen light, which is going to be more along the lines of a daytime running light, which probably is what I would run myself, just because that's what I use it for, is more daytime running. So that's what I use my lights as. So 350 is probably going to be more ideal for me. If I get my hands on one, I will definitely do a review and show you guys that 350 lumen light. But for now, this 1000 lumen light works really good. I have no complaints with this setup. It works perfect for positioning wise in this aero bar loop on these redshift handlebars. It fits perfect right in the center. Centers the computer, keeps everything out of the way. It lets me mount cameras and all sorts of stuff underneath it with my computer right in front so I can see it. They work really good. And I'll tell you guys price here. Let's see. So price on this guy. So for the mount itself, looking at $29.99. Pretty standard price. I feel like they're all right around that $20 to $30 range. So you're really not paying anything more than you would pay for the mount already. And you get the additional feature of that mount underneath there. The light underneath here. So the light is a little bit more on the pricier side, I feel, of 1000 lumen lights. So light itself is $119. So it is on the more pricier side, I feel like. However, KOM Cycling is a very well-known brand. And so they're out there. They have good support, everything like that. You have this adjustable, you have this angle adjustable on the front. USB-C, USB-C charging. You have the extra mount underneath and on top, so you can mount it either way. It's got different features that aren't included in most 1000 lumen lights. So is it worth that price for it? I would say you're getting a good quality brand, which is something I can't say that about other lights I've tested on this channel. You're getting a good quality brand. You're getting a lot of features that aren't included in a lot of other 1000 lumen lights. So you're spending more to get more than what you get on a normal light. So is it going to be for everybody? Not necessarily. Not everybody's going to want to go for this style mount here. Not everybody's going to want to mount underneath their computer mount. And that being the only option, they're kind of aimed more towards us that have an out front computer mount. Is what kind of they're aimed at. Since there's no other way to really mount this other than using this style mount here. So I wouldn't say this is aimed at like your beginner cyclist. This is going to be aimed more or less like they're everyday that kind of go out, have a computer mount, want some light on the front, but don't want a bunch of lights up on the handlebars. Stuff up here. Keeps the handlebars nice and clean, keeps it down low, stealth. You honestly don't even know it's there while you're riding your bike. Kind of nice to have there. So that's who I think this is for. I really like them. It works for my style. It works for my style of riding and my style of liking the clean handlebar on here. I don't have a bunch of lights mounted up here. I have done lights before. If I mount them up on this bare spot up on the aero loop. It has something sticking up from the handlebars. Kind of bugs me personally. I like the stealth look. It's kind of the look I like to go with my bikes. So that's why I like it. I think they're pretty cool. If you want to check out the mount and their light, and I think their 350 lumen light is now on their website. Just check them out. I will have a link in the description down below so you can check them out for yourselves. See if this is something that fits your style of riding yourself. Big thanks to KOM Cycling for sending them out so I can test them out, show you guys some cool products that are out there that you might not have thought of before. They're a little bit different, have some cool features that you don't normally see on lights and out front computer mounts. If you guys enjoyed the video or at least learned something today, give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Love talking to you guys. Love answering questions you guys have. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.